Don't appreciate it. That was the last straw. I've been determined to find that cat. Everywhere I go, there he is. I can't take it anymore. No matter which way I look, there he was. Garfield's to the left. Garfield's to the right of me. Yeah!
What's up, Scoot? What's up, Scoot? All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what everybody's doing, Scoot. Oh yeah, it's been a long day here too. I'm still pecking at it. I'm still pecking at it. Still pecking at it. I was going to go ahead and just do this, and then I said, you know what? Let me go live. Show y'all guys how this Diablo skill saw blade works. So this is for the headliner for this box truck. What's up, Roger? So I've been posting like a sun gun all day. Give it about 2 minutes, let some more people get in here, and then I'm gonna get after it. I got a lot to do. Or, man, you know what? So I went to AutoZone and ordered those flanges for the exhaust manifold for the Impala and the donut gasket. Ordered them this morning. They said, be here at 1 o'clock. That's okay. So around 10 till 1, a buddy of mine called and said he got a 1985, not even gonna tell you. I ain't even gonna tell you. So I got a premiere tomorrow on the vehicle. It's an 85, right? I'll tell you that much. Y'all don't want to miss it. It's nice. It's nice. So I went to go see that right quick, and then I swung by the parts store to get my exhaust flanges and the exhaust flanges, the 3-ring exhaust flange, and the donut for the collector. I went in there about 2:30. I said, hey, my parts come in. They said, no, not yet. I said, what do you mean not yet? No, it ain't here. You told me it's gonna be at 1 o'clock. Let me see. Now it's saying the 6 o'clock truck. What's up, Chance? It was like 6 o'clock truck. I was like, man, it was supposed to be coming from another store. So now it'll be tomorrow, so that's it. So, what's up, Chance? How you? I'm about to cut some of this aluminum, this 5052 aluminum with that skill saw blade over there, that Diablo skill saw blade, right there. About to just let it eat. I got both heater boxes out of the box truck. This is the one it came with. Somebody put a Chevrolet one on it. I'm going to keep these things and take them apart and take all the shells to the powder coater. This one looks like this one was silver, like a pewter color. And then I'm going to have to look up and see what the Chevrolet Deluxe one was and get this repowder coated. And I'm going to see if I can get a little motor, and I'm going to get these things fixed. So, yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. So now the Impala is at the exhaust shop with no collector flanges because they don't have any. Went to AutoZone, ordered them this morning, first thing this morning, 8 o'clock. No, first thing. Not even there. So, nevertheless. I still need to talk to you, Chance. So it took the radiator and all that stuff out of the box truck, took all the wiring out, got all the wiring out, every bit of it. I still got a little bit of wiring to pull from the back, but most of it's all out. Pulled the gauge cluster out. I had to grind the heads of the little Phillip bolts because they was rusty. So I got the gauge cluster out. There's where that other heater box is at. I got that out. Got it all bed lined. All that's done. So those sheets up there are 71 inches long and like 30 some inches wide. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut. I'm gonna double check the width before we cut the width, but the lengths are the same. All the lengths are the same. 71 inches, 71 inches, 71 inches. So here's the gauge cluster right here. So got it out and took all the gauges out. Got all those out. I tell you what, Chance. I was at AutoZone and E&J called up there for a part that they ordered like 2 days ago. And they hadn't took it to him yet, right? And he was mad. So I told him at the parts store, I said, they said, we ain't got no drivers. So I said, just give me the part and I'll take it to E&J. You'll do that? I said, yeah, I'll take it. So I just went by there to E&J and I said, hey, Sunshine, I got your part. And he's like, what are you talking about? What part? And I showed him. He's like, you bringing parts for him now? I said, no, I heard you on the phone was mad, so I thought I'd bring it to you. He's like, and then we talked about it for a few minutes on the wonderful world of AutoZone. Is what it is. So, all right, so we've been on here about 7 minutes. So, all right. So here's my mark right here. This is 71 inches, right? But I need one of those T-squares from Harbor Freight. But this is a 4-foot level, so I got the level on here. This is a brand new level, so I know it's pretty straight. It ain't been broke. So the distance from here, the distance from the blade over is 1.5 inches. So I measured 1.5 inches over and made a mark, and then I put the square, I put the level there, and I made sure it was square, and then I clamped it down, and I did it on both sides, right? Yeah, I got you on the big screen. Look, the TV went on the blitz again. Look, I got you on the big screen, Mac, so when your premiere starts at 8, I'll hit play, I think. It says premiere in 5 days. Oh, it don't premiere until the 20th. Oh, then nevertheless. All right then. So, you got a premiere tonight, Mac? Do you got one tonight? That says in 5 days. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. All right, hold on a second. Look, you gotta bear with me. Look at the TV. Good, man. You on point, man. You got a premiere right now? Yeah, I need to do that, Mac. I need to do premieres 5 days in advance. You ain't got no premiere. You ain't got a premiere on right now. You got a premiere now? TV on the blitz again. Upcoming at 8. All right, well, let's do this. We'll just do that. We'll just hit play mix. All right, so that's what I did. All right, so I measured over 1.5 inches this way, 1.5 inches that way, put a square on it, and made sure it was square. So when I cut it, I'm gonna be cutting on this pink line here. And I'll be cutting on this pink line here. So I got a 2x4 underneath here, and I got this right here to hold this. So probably what I'm gonna do is I'm probably going to shift it over just a little bit, so when it does fall, it'll land on the table. Make sure the blade's up high enough where it don't hit the table, because I don't have a stand that high. So that's what we're doing. So y'all hang tight.
Tape materials should be here in about an hour. Jimmy's pretty good, pretty quick most times.
All right.
Be it Monday, I don't know. You know, Monday's usually hard.
So we're gonna fix it. Mac, I'm gonna have to turn it down. You're talking too loud. I got you on, Mac. So we're gonna adjust the blade. We're gonna adjust the blade where it's just barely coming through. Now y'all remember using that other saw blade. Y'all remember when we used this Diablo? Y'all remember when we used this blade right here to cut that metal? So this right here says it'll cut stainless steel and carbon steel. This is what we used the last time. So I've been looking at those tripods that track you when you're moving. So that is that. So we're going to I think I'm gonna set y'all up like right here. I'll tell you what we do. It's gonna be loud too. So I got that little thing coming. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. What's up, Nelson? What's up, Nelson? Don't do it. Yep. All right, we're gonna double check the measurement. Double check it. 71. Let me go check it again in the truck. Let me go check it in the truck and make sure. Got to get some arrows. Got to get my arrows. Make sure the blanket's out of the way. Ah. Here we go. Woo! Well, we ain't gonna be eating them crackers. It ain't even got a sharp edge on it. Yeah, they look like they still good. Nom, 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 nom. Well, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Look at all that. Boy, you throw that in a paint job. That's some daggone aluminum shivers. Shiver my timber. All right, so, yeah, boy. Hey, does anybody know anybody that does hydro dipping? I like to have this thing hydro dip, this face mask. Oh, I know that's right. Mac, you ain't lying there. Mac, you ain't telling no lie there. That's for damn sure. You, you ain't lying now. Now they got all kinds of different shit. You got vegetarian, you got gluten-free, you got all this stuff, man. Shit. You either eat or your ass was hungry. So that looks good. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Look, and that's the drop. So I don't know if I can be able to. This is a little bit thicker than 16 gauge. I might be able to run it around the bead in the bead roller to do some bead rolling on it, but it's going to actually take somebody else to help me. So now we got to rip it down the center. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we don't even want to get talking about that, Mike. Mac, we don't even want to get talking about that. I was told by somebody that's in the service now that they carry these little cards in their pocket. They carry these little cards in their pocket, and if it gets too rough for them, and the drill sergeant is too ugly with them, they can pull that card out. They can pull that card out and hold it up and say they need a break. I wonder if that works in real situations, like when they in war or when they in there fighting for something. Can they hold that up and say, time out, can I take a break? Daggone, Elko. Elko, what's going on, man? I must have missed something. Elko, what happened? I must have missed something, Elko. What happened? Did somebody say something? Somebody say something? All right. Now, I'm pretty sure, yeah, pull that damn card out and say, can I take a break? And they're going to say, yeah. They're going to put the butt of that daggone service whip. I can't say that word. Put that service thing right in your face. All right, look, I got the fan on her. She good and dry. Y'all see my dusty feet print? All right, so let's measure the width of this right here. All right, Mac, easy, Mac, easy, Mac, easy. All right, so that right there is that's 2 inches. So we're gonna say that's 2 inches. It's probably, the brake line is probably underneath that. If that's a 2-inch band, it's probably right at that. So we're gonna measure from the wall over, and then we're gonna take 1 inch off. So we're gonna burn 1 inch, as they would say. As my uncle would say, burn 1 inch. So that's all the way against the wall. It measures 40 3/4. So if we cut it 39 3/4, that'll be dead center of that aluminum trim right there. Yeah, I don't think it's 16 gauge. Let me go put the gauge wheel on it. I mean, it's soft aluminum. It's soft, but I don't think it's that damn soft. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to put some patterns in. I like to do something to it, honestly. I probably should have got a 18 gauge, but I don't know. Let's put the gauge wheel on here. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, Mac. All right, so let's put the gauge wheel on it and see what it is. Let's do it on the side. Let's do it on the side where it ain't been cut. It says it's 14 gauge. It says it's 14 gauge. Yeah, it'd have been better if it had been 18. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to. I don't think I'm gonna be able to run no pattern on it. I mean, I don't think I am. I don't think I'm gonna be able to run nothing on that. No, it's 50-52. It's 50-52. 50-52. 50-52. I mean, I could put it. It says your Premier's on. I'm gonna give it a minute before I hit the button. Yeah, it's 14 gauge. It's 14 gauge, so 14 gauge is 0.078. Yeah, it's 14 gauge. Yeah. Like you said, Mac, I can take a small piece like that and shear it, put it in a shear, and put it in there. Shit. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It'd be nice to put something up there. Yeah, it's 50-52. What's up, JG? All right, so we got Mac on. So that's that. So what did I say the measurement was? I got talking about something else. I didn't even write it down. Wide bottom, small top. Yeah, I could probably do that. I could probably do that. I could probably do that. I might have to. I don't know, man. We ain't gonna guess on this. This shit's expensive. We don't want to make no mistakes. We don't want to make no mistakes. So it measures 40 3/4. So it measures 40 3/4. We burn an inch, so 39 3/4. So 39 3/4. That's what we need. 39 3/4. 39 3/4. Hey, appreciate that, Yancey. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, I could probably do a small die at the top and a big die at the bottom and just put just a little bit of pressure on it. But the bead roller is only 36 inches deep. So, which would be fine because it's 39 3/4. So it's 36 inches. So I could slide it in there and I could run a bead around the edge like a picture frame, and I got enough room to rotate it. Like if I started right here, I could run it all the way down and have enough room to sweep it and come back down. But I'm definitely going to have, I would definitely have to have some help. I'd have to put my boy to work holding the panel while I run the bead. I don't know. And then I'd have to do it. I don't know. We'll just have to play it by ear. I like the drop table idea. What are you talking about, the drop table? What are you talking about, cutting it right here and letting it drop on the table? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. So probably just gonna rip this one. Oh, this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so this, I didn't know if you didn't know that, Mike. So, yeah, right here, so you got this pin right here, you pull it up, and then you just pick it up like that, stick the pin in it like this, and then there you go. And then if you don't want the table there, you just pick it back up, pull the pin out. She swings down, put the pin right back. Yeah. I've been looking at a couple different dies. I was looking at a tipping die. I've been looking at a tipping die, and a tipping die will let me do more detailed work like artwork. Now I have a tipping die, but it's polypropylene. It's plastic, and it's for like 18 gauge, 22 gauge aluminum. That's what it's for. It's called an art die. They call it an art die. Damn, I got the hiccups. Right here. This one right here. This is for a thin, like 20 gauge aluminum. 22 gauge aluminum. This is art die. I want one in metal. So I can run a wider beat. I can run a wider die on the bottom, and then run the tipping die on the top. By doing the tipping die at the top, I can do more raised panels with a sharp edge, other than the bead, other than the die that I have now. I mean, it works great. I mean, I did a bunch of stuff with it, but it's a little hard seeing it because it casts a shadow. So if I had that tipping die, that metal tipping die, then I can see just dead right on it, because once that thing casts a shadow, man, it's hard to see in that thing. Yeah, soft bottom die. Yeah. So I got a soft bottom die just for detailing. Yep, I got one. Yeah, so that kit there come with like 7 dies. So I'm just trying to clean my mess up a little bit, one-handed. And then we're gonna slide this, I'm going to roll this aluminum, and then we'll cut it 39 3/4. And this will be the first sheet for the ceiling. And probably what I'm gonna do is I'm probably just gonna take one piece, take a razor knife and cut out one section of the ceiling. That's probably what I'm gonna do, start tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to do the ceiling tomorrow. I need to get some more aluminum pop rivets, because that's what it's held in with is pop rivets. I need to get some aluminum pop rivets. So I could put them in there with nut inserts. I don't know what the flange looks like underneath it. It might be wide enough to put nut inserts, and then I could put like quarter 20 bolts. So if you ever had to take the ceiling down, you could take it down. Also, I want to run some conduit up in there as well, and so I can run wire. So I can run a headliner lights and stuff like that, interior lights. Need to run a piece of conduit up in there, stuff like that. So, oh yeah, that brake that you got, Mac. Man, I'd love to have one of them brakes. Then I could do like a polishing hammer. Man, there's so much metal working stuff that I'd like to have. Like I could make, like you said, Mac, just make your own dies. All right. I'm gonna set y'all down for just a second so I can move. Everybody was saying, why you want a 10-foot table? 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 And I say, why you want gravy on your mashed potatoes? Oh yeah, I'd like to have a press brake. Sure would. You know, not as big what you got, Mac, because I don't have the room. But if I had, like that one that I showed you, Mac, that 30 ton was like 50 inches. Yeah. All right, so we're going 39, 39 and 3/4. 39 and 3/4. Might have to go get a 2x4 or a 1x4. Man, it's supposed to be like 17 degrees tonight. 39 and 3/4. Didn't even mark it down here on this end. That's still too big for me, Matt. Man, that take up the whole wall, man. All right, let me go out here and get a, let me go ahead and get a 1x4. Y'all hang tight, I gotta go get a piece of lumber. So I can have a straight edge. So y'all hang tight, I'll be right back. I won't be gone in just a minute. All right, so we're going to have to measure over. We have to measure over 1.5 inches for the saw blade. Inch and a half. I'm gonna make, let's say, I'm gonna make my newest song. What are you talking about? Mac, who are you talking to? Mac, who are you talking to? Oh, me. I didn't even see that comment. Oh, okay. I didn't even see that comment. So we're going to measure over 1.5 inches, which will be actually 9 3/4. So we're going to measure over 9 3/4. And that's where that board's going to go. Matt, what are you talking about? You're going to make the song public. What are you talking about? So I'm using this 2x4 as a straight edge, or not a 2x4. I'm using this 1x. What do you say? Dang, I just walked into that. What's up, Matt? What you doing, man? All right, so we're gonna make sure this is square. So we're gonna clamp this one. And that's gonna give us a straight edge. Gotta be careful, man. These little clamps right here will pinch the shit out of you. I started to say, why in the hell ain't that square? And my sleeve was caught up underneath it. Let's double check and make sure. It's supposed to be, 9 3/4, 9 3/4, 9 3/4. All right, so that's 9 3/4. Nine and 13/16, 9 and 13/16, 9 3/4, 9 3/4. So that board right there. That board is a little bowed in the middle. That board is a little bowed. But it's gonna be okay because we got a 2-inch piece of trim, okay? We got a 2-inch piece of trim that's gonna cover. So if it's a 1/16 off, it's okay. I got a piece of 2x2 angle out there, but it's about 10 foot long. That's what I picked up first. Y'all probably heard that noise. Like I said, I got a 2x2 piece of angle, but it's like 10 foot long. And it's not doing. Who else is in here? Chalk wine. No, I'm using the 2x4 as a guide. What's up, Angie? What's up, SWC? All right, so what we're gonna do? Yeah, so what I was doing, I was just using. See, a while ago we used the level when we cut the little piece. This piece here, see, the Skil saw is gonna run up against that, and this is my cut line. So this is the drop. So it's just gonna be, it's just a 1/16 difference right there. Let's double check, make sure. So that's 1.5 inches. Yeah, see right there? It's 1 inch and 9/16. It's 1 inch and 9/16, 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches. So it's just bowed a little bit right there. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Oh, I appreciate that, Angie. Everything out of stock right now. I got my shirt person, my shirts, hats, and stuff. They're working on them, and they said just as soon as they get them to me, as soon as they tell me they're available, I'll take everything out of stock. I got just a few hats left, but everything's knocked out of stock. So, but I appreciate you sharing that. We are going to cut this right here with a Skil saw blade. All right, boys and girls, we're finna get it. We're finna get it. So what I'm doing right here is, let me show you what I've done. Since I'm by myself and I ain't got but 2 hands, so let me show you. Yeah, but I still appreciate you sharing it. That lets them know where they can get it at. But I really appreciate it. I really do. I really do. So this is what I did. So we got it raised up off the table. We got we got a piece of lumber underneath it. It's raised up. This is my cut line. This right here we're using for an extra set of hands, right? So when I take the Skil saw and I run the Skil saw down through this, the Skil saw is going to run up against this. This is going to be my cut line. This is going to be my guide line. And then when it gets done and it gets cut, it's just going to fall on the table. And this is going to put pressure on it that way so it don't kick it out. That thing right there, I don't know how much that thing weighs. Every one of these tubes is full of sand. These rails are full of sand, and those feet are full of sand. So, and then we're going to run this Skil saw blade. Oh, you talking about this? Oh yeah, this sun gun right here. That's the cat's meow right there, buddy. Yes, sir. That's the cat's meow. That thing a dimple die like nobody's business. All right, so let me sit y'all right here. Let me sit y'all right there. Everybody was talking junk about these Diablo Skil saw blades, but I'm gonna tell you all right now. These Diablo Skil saw blades ain't no joke. Yeah. I might have done it one time or 4, maybe. Hey, Matthew, Matt can testify this. When you buy yourself, you have to figure out how you can make 2 arms into 10 arms like an octopus. Like an octopus. See what I said, boys and girls? Once it cut, it fell right into place. And that's where we're at. What'd he say? What'd he say? Better figure it out than try to find some help. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. By the time I found some help, I could have done figured it out. I was told some help. Yeah, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. Those from High. Hey, buttermilk biscuit. Those are from Harbor Freight. Those are from Harbor Freight. That if you're a club member, you can kind of get, like, you'll buy something, get something free. I got that and another face mask, and we busted that thing out the other day and used it. All right, so that's that, boys and girls. So just take this right here. That's some nice aluminum. Nice aluminum. Y'all remember this rack that we made the other day? Y'all remember that rack we made? Look at this. Look at here. Look at her. Y'all remember we made that live? We made that rack live. Hey, Nathan, I was advanced open water Patty when I was 14 years old. So we can do either or. We can do either or. We can do either or. I know I got aluminum shape. Yeah. There was a very, very nice individual that gifted me some metal. Right here, y'all boys and girls see that right there? There's an individual that gifted me some metal right there. And that metal right there is for our next project we're going to do. We're going to build another table. And what we're going to do is we're going to build another table. And we're going to take, I got to go to the scrap yard and see if they got some plate, see if they got some plate. Like at least 3/8. And we're going to build another tabletop. And we're going to put this arbor press on it. We're going to put the drill press on it. We're going to put that press on it. We're going to put the slip roller and the little bump brake on it. And we're going to open up this end of this table. Because I didn't do it like I done this end of the table, where we added this to the end of the table so we could use this little bump brake right here. You talking about pushing this table around? This son of a gun right here should have daggone electric wheels on it. Because this thing weighs shit. This is a 4x4 rectangular tubing, 1/4-inch wall. This is a 3/8 plate, 5x10. That's a 5x10 sheet. That table right there is a monster. What? Nathan, I know you joking, man. Me and you done shared humor with each other. I got you, man. I got you. I'm picking up what you're laying down. I'd like to get that son of a gun. I'd like to get another one and send it to somebody to have it hydro dipped that says, fuck around and find out on it. All that gear going to need a shed. Mac, your tabletop weighs like 2,000 pounds. Yeah, your top. Just your top, Mac, weighs like 2,000 pounds. Yeah, Mac found a hell of a deal on a damn welding table, or whatever you want to call it. A welding table, a fab table, whatever. Mac got a hell of a deal not too long ago. I mean, hell of a deal. Hell of a deal. That's why I want to get all this off the table. Because I need the space. And like I said, somebody very nice gifted me some metal. And we're going to build a table. We're going to build another table. Boy, I tell you what, if I could put this right here in a jar, I might put this in a jar and do a skate deck. let me tell you something. I'm gonna save these aluminum shavings. I'm gonna shave these aluminum. I'm gonna shave these shavings. I'm gonna keep these aluminum shavings, and I'm going to do another skate deck, and I'm gonna take these aluminum shavings, and I'm gonna spray coat of DBC 500 on the skate deck, and then I'm gonna just throw these aluminum shavings all over the skate deck, all over the skate deck, right? All over the skate deck. And then I'm gonna bury that shit in clear. That right there is gonna pop like nobody's business. I used to. I mean, back in high school, yeah. I mean, middle school and high school, yeah. My best friend, me and him done a lot, and then he got killed when he was 16 years old. He got killed when we was 16 years old, about to turn 16. He got killed in a car wreck. He had a little Nissan Pulsar. Went around a curve, lost control, whatever, hit a mailbox, killed him. And he was my best friend in high school. His birthday's coming up in March. So, yeah. Yeah, I know all about pain and suffering. All right. Boy, that's purty right there, boys and girls. Homemade metal flake. Look at that. That's some pretty aluminum right there, boys and girls. And it's got the plastic on it. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I can probably still ollie. I'm pretty sure I could ollie. Cause you know I got skate decks everywhere. Man, I got skate decks everywhere. You know I got them outside. Look, I got skate decks, look. I got skate deck blanks everywhere. I got them hanging everywhere, man. I got them hanging everywhere. I got them outside. I got them down in the paint booth. Boys and girls, I'm telling you, we all now, hold on. We all now that well. Yeah, let me show you. So this right here is, look, no sharp edges, but I'm telling you, I found out the last time I cut this aluminum with a Skil saw blade. The last time I cut that aluminum with a Skil saw blade and then went back to TIG it, man, it TIGged so nice with, now that thing is supposed to be sitting right there. Where's my deburring tool? I must have didn't put it back where it goes because it ain't in the spot. If you want to know what I'm looking for my deburring tool. I must have put it somewhere. But anyways, I found out that if you cut this aluminum, shop shelf tell you, oh, we probably did. We could use, hold on a second. We could use to pull. yeah, damn. All right, so I found this out. If you take a cutoff wheel like this right here, right? If you take a cutoff wheel like this right here and cut the aluminum, and then you try to go back and TIG it, like TIGging something together, it makes a cobbled up mess. Because I think whatever's in this, the chemicals or whatever is in this, the glues or whatever, it impregnates the aluminum and makes a friggin' mess. Because you know when you TIG aluminum, it has to be clean. So when I built the fuel cell for the box truck, see, built a fuel cell for the box truck. I know the ones that's new to the channel. Right there. See, built a fuel cell for the box truck. Right? So we built a fuel cell for the box truck and cut it with that Skil saw blade. And you can't even tell the blade's been used. And then went and butt welded it and done a corner weld. Man, Yeah, this one right here. Where's it at? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Yeah, this one right here. This one right here. This one right here is for metals and stainless. This one right here, remember we cut that 18 gauge like nobody's business, all right? So this one, like Max said, this one's for metals and stainless. And then this one right here is for bimetal. This right here, I haven't used this one on anything. And then that's just a regular frame. These are just regular framing blades. But that one right there for aluminum, so that one right there says all aluminum 56 tooth. That's something gun. Now, when you butt weld this right here, it's clean. But here's something else I'll tell you about welding aluminum. Yeah, grit. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that, Matt. I am a firm believer in that. Now, here's something else. When you get ready to TIG weld aluminum, make sure you peel this plastic back far enough so it's not in the way when you go to heat it, because once this stuff gets wet or melts onto the metal, it makes an ass. Then, when you have the two pieces of aluminum butt together, you need to wipe the metal down with acetone or thinner. Make sure it's dry before you start, but wipe down the metal with acetone, not wax and grease remover, acetone or thinner. Wipe the edges down, and that'll take any kind of oils or anything that's on there off. But man, this is some pretty ass aluminum, man. Look at that. It's pretty. Now it's a little scratched up on the back side, but that's the back side. This is the display side. So that's it on that. So I appreciate you. So this right here is the first panel for the ceiling in the box truck. Mac, I'm trying to watch you, big dog, but look at the TV, man. The TV's on. It's going through menopause or something. Bipolar. I don't know what it's doing. Old TV's just about gone. Yeah, I still got you on the TV. So, look at my dusty feet. I took the shoes up. Oh, yeah, go ahead, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Elko. Look, Elko, it's okay, man. You can do it. Because, see, I'm not sensitive. I'm not sensitive like the rest of them. I don't have a case of the MPH. Everybody know what the case, y'all, everybody know what the case of the MPH is? So what we're going to do, what I do tomorrow is, what's Mac's channel? Metal Art Custom. Metal Art Custom, Junior, Metal Art Custom. Right there above you. Right there above you, Junior, Metal Art Custom. He's in blue. So tomorrow, so what I'll do, not me, stupid. I need a damn haircut. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to drill these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill these pop rivets out. And see, they got pop rivets down the side too, but I can probably pull those. And I am going to probably put some plastic down so it don't make an ass. I don't know. Maybe put a blanket down or something. And then we're going to drill these. We're going to drill these pop rivets out, and we're going to take this we're going to take this cardboard or whatever this shit is. We're going to take it out and see what's underneath it. And then we're going to go from there. And then we're just going to work our way forward all the way to the front. And we're going to get everything out, get everything cleaned, everything good to go. And then we're going to figure out what we need to go on the ceiling. If we have to go to Lowe's and get some R13 Pink Panther roll insulation, or if we need to go and get some Pink Panther insulation board. It would be nice to spray the ceiling and spray foam insulation, but I don't want to get that shit on the floor. So we'll probably just put Pink Panther insulation in the ceiling and put like some R13 or something. And then when we put the new aluminum up here, we'll run a couple of screws in it to hold it. And then we'll just have to look and see. I might have to come through here. That's a lot of nut inserts. And then I'm gonna have to run a piece of, I'm gonna run some conduit I'm gonna run a piece of conduit down and kind of figure out on, you know, interior lights. So I might have to run some conduit down before we do anything else, and then just get some wire and just run the wire down and just just do some drops like we do in ceiling in a house, and just do some drops for some interior lights. Oh yeah, it's probably asbestos. It's probably damn everything else. It's probably every damn thing else. R13 needs 3.5 inches of spacing. 3.5 inches of spacing. Oh yeah, I'll wear a mask and all that shit. Yep. 3.5 inch. So you saying R13 needs 3.5 inches of void? Is that what you're saying? Or you saying it needs 3.5 inches? I think you're saying 3.5 inches space. Because the two before, yes. Yeah, so if I was framing up the wall and I put insulation in the wall, the stud is 3.5 inches, so it's 3.5 inches. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. I just want to make sure. Yeah. So I do know that he said that it was hotter than the gates of sin. It was hotter than damn Satan's butthole in that thing when he was at the beach, when he was a kid. He remembers that. Yep. So that's that. But that's where we're at. So let me give you a little recap what we did today. Oh yeah, I had to bring the babies in. 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 It's below freezing. Had to bring the babies in. Had to bring the babies in. They have 1/2 inch silver. They have 1/4 inch foam board. You could do 1/2 inch foam board. Okay. So this is what we did. Took the radiator and stuff out. I went on Amazon. And I found expanded metal with 3/16 holes, round holes. You know, like a phantom grill. So I can buy a 3 foot by 3 foot piece for like $138 of aluminum. So that's great. So I'm going to order some of that to fix the expanded metal. And it's 3/16 round holes, so it'll almost look like a phantom grill. And then probably what I'll do is with some of this drop, I'll probably make some kind of logo. I'll make a Ford logo, because this is a Ford. And go from there. I would use something like that. So let me show you this right here. I can't use this because this is mine. We did a truck at Petty's, and anyway, we did a truck at Petty's. And we took the Ford logo out of the grill and put this in the grill. This is billet. I mean, this is aluminum machined, and then they just put that on there and it's powder coated black. But they didn't want that. They said it didn't look right, which I don't disagree with them. It was huge in the grill. So they wanted us to put the Ford logo back. So we took this out, and I just threw it in my toolbox. And I actually forgot it was in there. And I just drilled 2 holes in the wall and hung it up there. So that's that. So y'all look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hey, Mac. You see where they at, don't you? Mac, you see that? There was a time when I got these, but now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't see it that way now. Every day's class day, but I got them. Yeah. Yeah, I got them. So, with that, so where was, oh yeah, so I got thinking. So I took so the clutch master cylinder was here. The brake master cylinder was there. And then I took all that. Look, got the Ooga horn. Hey, I appreciate it. Oh yeah, it was hard work. Now I'm not gonna say that. This was hard. This is hard work to get this. I mean, hard ass work to get this. But now, looking back, I mean, I appreciate that I got it, but I don't consider myself a master level because every day is class day. You know what I mean? We're always learning. But anyway, nevertheless, so yeah, they cool. All right. I got them on my work shirts. So I got work shirts in the closet that I don't wear because I don't want to tear them up. Yeah. So with that being said, so I got all that took out. There's the dog box. It's over there. So yeah. So we'll just tomorrow's episode after I go to the exhaust shop and check on the Impala. Tomorrow's episode is going to start tearing all this stuff out. Just tear out one level and tear out another level, tear out another level. I don't know how long I'm going to work tomorrow because tomorrow's my son's birthday. He turns 21 tomorrow, 21. So my oldest son tomorrow turns 21. So I don't know how long I'll work tomorrow. But nevertheless, we'll keep going and then we'll go ahead and see. And I'm going to do some test pan. Oh, about the aluminum. That's what I was talking about. So like I said, I found some expanded metal. It's aluminum. And I looked for stainless, but I couldn't find no stainless with the round holes. So, yeah, we're going to do something. I just don't know what he wants to do yet. But anyway, so I found a 3 foot by 3 foot piece on Amazon, and it's like 3/16 or 1/8 inch holes, and it's 3/16 thick. So if I get that and put that in there, I might draw an ellipse and do a Ford logo, like cut out the word Ford and double stack it. And I might do like I did on Cody's F350. Might make it where the Ford lights up when you run your park lights and your running lights. The Ford lights up in the grill. Yeah, but it's bent. It's bent. If I could straighten it out, I would use it. Cause you'll never find nothing like that. I'd have to have that laser cut to match it, and it'd be a fortune to have that laser cut or water jetted. I don't know, excuse me. I could probably take it out and lay it on a piece of 3/4 plywood, not OSB, but plywood, and try to straighten it out. Yeah. I appreciate it, Junior. Appreciate it. So yeah, that's where we're at on that. And then once all this is done, once I figure out all this other stuff, and that's why I was asking about the wiring harness today, what wiring harness y'all guys use, what y'all like, what y'all don't like, because I need to do a wiring harness on this thing. So, but I still got to get this thing out on the lift and take the body back off the chassis and finish welding the chassis, and then run all the brake lines, the fuel lines, weld everything up because it's just tacked together right now. Take the engine back out, take the transmission back out, literally just get it all back down to the chassis, weld the chassis back up, then put this juke joint back together, and then take the chassis to the powder coaters, get it powder coated, bring it back, then put it all back together. And then probably bed line the bottom of the truck, probably bed line it, and then run the new, and then I'll probably put this back on the buggy. I got a cart for this thing to go on. Then roll it down in the boot, start doing body work on this, sanding and stuff, and then go ahead and paint it. And then it'll be done and painted, and then see if I can get Chance to come by here. He's a Ford guy. He'd like to come help me. And then us get the engine, hook the Sniper 2 system up, and then fire the engine up and break the engine in. This engine needs to be broke in. It needs to run through 3 heat cycles and then go from there. That's it right there. That's it right there. I've been trying to think of that all day. Let me screenshot that. Ron Francis. I appreciate that. Lay it between 2 pieces of metal like I do my... Yeah. And then when I take the bumpers off, I'm going to have to do all the body work to the bumpers. And I could buy that metal filler for powder coating and do all the body work in that metal filler for powder coat, and then have the bumpers powder coated. Have them powder coated white. But that either way, I got to do body work. I got to use fiberglass. I got to do something because I got to fill in all this and shape all this. So if I'm going to shape it, I could shape it with that that filler for powder coat, and just have the bumpers powder coated. What do y'all think about? What do y'all think about? So let me run this by you. The client, he's pretty cool about it. So this is what I'm thinking. The truck's going to be a teal color, like a seafoam green, like not a 503 green. That's like a more on the pastel side green, almost like a seafoam green, like a 49 or a 52 Chevrolet seafoam green, almost similar to my car, but not the same, but that color family. Do this in seafoam, do this in straight white, right? So this would be seafoam, this would be straight white, this would be seafoam, this would be white, the roof will be white, the grill part will be white, and then do the bumper white. Yeah. 503, 503 is more, it's got more blue in it to me, yeah. Antique white bumpers and top, yeah. So, message redact. That's what I'm thinking. Let me get back so y'all can look at it. So this is what I'm thinking, right? So the bumpers be antique white. The side trims right there be antique white. The body will be like a seafoam green. And then the nose right there will be antique white. The nose will be antique white. The roof will be antique white. What's up, John? This right here will be seafoam. This will be antique white. And then come back around here, and then the back bumper will be the same thing. And then he said he wants to run he wants to run solid steelies, and we could do those in seafoam and do white hubcaps, and we could do white hubcaps and white trim on the wheels. Gunmetal gray bump. Well, I can't do gunmetal gray. We're going 50 style, Craig. Craig, what you got on my 40, homie? We're going 50 style, man. We're doing 50s, 50 style, pastels. I hate, you talking about Wimble Frost White, the Ford? You talking about the Wimble Ford White? Is that what you talking about, Mac? No, I'm talking to Metal Art Customs. He said the Apache I sold, he did in Wimble Frost. Are you talking about the Wimble Ford? Mac, I don't like that color. That color got too much yellow in it for me. That color got too much yellow. It looks dirty to me, man. That Wimble white looks dirty. It looks like piss. It looks like old yellow piss. It's got that yellow tint to it. Look like piss. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, but here's something else. I'm gonna have to find a clean, dirty snow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a clean white and powder coat, and then I can match that in paint. So if they have a clean Arctic white, like an antique white and powder coat, then that's what I'm going to get for paint so it can match. Dirty snow. Because we're having a time right now matching the bronze for the truck parts. So that's where we're at on that. Hey, you missed it. John, excuse me. John, you missed it. You have to go back and watch. I cut that aluminum. Oh, yeah. So we're working on the copper accents. Yep. We're working on that. Glow powder. Yeah, that's cool stuff, but it ain't this type of party for this. So we're doing like a 50s theme, pastel colors, pastel whites. And then on the side, I've been talking to this old school letter paint guy. So I found this guy a while back. He does the old school lettering. Like he draws it out and then he does it, and he's got the little support stick and stuff. So this customer, he wants a logo on the side of this thing, pretty damn big, that says Pops Bait and Tackle. Because him and his dad used to go fishing in this thing. So he wants to put a logo on the side that says Pops Bait and Tackle, and it's going to be like a 50s thing, right? So that's why we're doing the 50s retro 50s thing. So that's it. But yeah. So boys and girls, JG, you been double grip. Oh yeah. Look right here. Hey, John. Oh, yeah, they've owned this thing for a while. Hey, John, I'm going to take all these aluminum shavings and put them in a mason jar, and then I'm going to spray some DBC 500 on a skate deck, and I'm going to throw all these aluminum shavings in the DBC 500, and then I'm going to clear the shit out of it, and then just bury it and clear, and then sand it, and then come back and put some graphics over it. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Yeah, this thing was a Lance Cracker truck. This thing was a Lance Cracker vendor thing for years. And then when it got decommissioned in the 80s, mid-80s, this guy's daddy bought this thing. And they used to drive to the Outer Banks and go fishing on the Outer Banks when there wasn't shit on the Outer Banks. Nothing. Just like Carolina Beach. I got pictures of me when my aunt lived at Monkey Junction at Carolina Beach, and there's not shit on Carolina Beach except Fort Fisher. That's it. Now it's like asshole deep, stacked, So they used to drive, and he said he used to sit in the back on lawn chairs all the way to the Outer Banks. They'd pull out on the beach, and they'd camp out, and they'd fish on the point at the Outer Banks down there at Hatters. And he said it would be so damn hot in that thing, and then they would drive all the way back after they camped out for a week down there in this thing and took showers in the damn shanty houses. So his dad's like in his 90s right now, and he'd probably like to get it finished, with him, but you can only do so much, you know what I mean? So you can only do so much. So, because the stock suspension underneath it was junk, the engine was junk, the transmission, everything was junk. The only thing that I salvaged was the rear end. We rebuilt the 9-inch rear end conversion, and everything else we had to buy. Like I built the chassis, got the engine, had the engine shop rebuild the engine, got the automatic transmission rebuilt. There's a lot of moving parts, Yeah, it's overcrowded. Yep, it's overcrowded. Boys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you. If I missed anybody, nope. I appreciate everybody. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I appreciate everybody watching the videos. Nathan, I appreciate that super chat earlier, man. That was very, very humbling. I really appreciate that. I told my kid about it, and he's like epic. He said, that's mighty nice of him. I said, yeah. So he said, thank you. I told him about it. He said, thank you. Really appreciate it. So that's that. I got some stuff I got to do. I'm going to clean up a little bit. And then tomorrow I'm going to go check on the Impala, see where it's at. Then I got to get cleaned up. I got to get cleaned up because last time I heard there's a K5 Blazer coming Saturday, boys and girls. There's a K5 Blazer coming Saturday. So I got to get all this shit put up in storage. And I got to clean out from underneath the canopy. So when that K5 Blazer gets here, she's going to be parked. She's going to be right here in the shop. She's going to be right here. And then if everything goes right, next week, Lord willing, if everything goes right, next week we're going to be cutting on a daggone K5 Blazer, throwing sparks. Letting you know we're going to be doing some metal work, some rust repair. We might be doing some custom bead rolling stuff on the firewall. I don't know yet. I'm just speculating. We might be shaving the firewall. We might be doing some shave parts. We might be doing something. I don't know. But it's going to be all next week. It's going to be K5 Blazer next week. I already got the schedule. I got everything laid out. Next week is K5 week. And I'm super excited about it. And boys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you. Remember what I said. Don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first at loose and drag. Peace, 7 chicken grease. I'm out.